It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Detectives are renewing their appeal for information following this week's shooting at Mayfield West. A 25-year-old man suffered a gunshot wound to his thigh while in his unit in Baroda Street at about 5:30 on Tuesday morning. A strike force has been set up to investigate the incident, and police are urging anyone who may have seen any suspicious activity in the street before or after the shooting to contact Crime Stoppers. A man accused of raping a young woman at Hamilton last year will be sentenced in Newcastle District Court next week. Dean Thomas Mulholland yesterday pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting the 19-year-old stranger in a laneway off Cleary Street in November. Much of the incident was captured on CCTV, with the 45-year-old arrested at his home 12 hours later. He's facing a maximum sentence of 14 years jail. University of Newcastle staff and students have been consulted for a national report into Australian educational institutions. Global advisory firm EY found Australian universities are ranked last from a pool of 35 nations in terms of the ability to innovate and align with business needs. Many graduates are being left with poorer job prospects as degrees fail to keep abreast of emerging technologies. Oceania education leader at the firm, Catherine Friday, says the study found many employers are strongly considering candidates who've attended TAFE over those with degrees.
TAFE students are bringing different skill sets into the market that employers want, so you could certainly say yes on that basis. Even within firms like ours, where historically we haven't recruited out of TAFE, we're now doing that because our clients are needing us to be able to give them people who have skills in areas like digital design and data analytics. And lots of universities aren't yet teaching those skills, but TAFEs are.
Newcastle Council has confirmed a live site will be set up at King Edward Park for Saturday night's A-League Grand Final. A high-tech big screen will be set up to take advantage of the park's natural amphitheatre. Shuttle buses will also run between Queen's Wharf and the Bar Beach car park, and food stalls will be available. Meanwhile, the sold-out match has prompted renewed calls to expand McDonald Jones Stadium. Installing seating on the northern and southern hills could increase the stadium's capacity to 40,000. Newcastle Airport's 20-year master plan has led to the purchase of a parcel of land adjacent to the terminal. Newcastle and Port Stephens councils have given the green light to the move, which is hoped to bring defence aviation professionals to the Hunter through the future construction of new facilities. Airport CEO Dr Peter Koch says there's potential to make the Williamtown site a new thriving business district.
So what we can do with that is build a really world-class business park. And we want to do that based on the strengths of the Hunter, so that's advanced manufacturing, leveraging off of the defence connections, the mining connections. We're becoming known as the smart city, the smart region. So how can we bring all those strengths of the region together and create a vibrant centre, generate jobs and economic activity?
Aviation enthusiasts will be in for a treat this morning when one of the world's largest aircraft takes off from Williamtown RAF Base. The Russian-built Antonov AN-124 touched down yesterday afternoon loaded with equipment for the new F-35 Joint Strike Fighters. The massive cargo plane is due to depart sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock.
Sport for our sponsor PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Jets Fan Day brought in hundreds of supporters in the lead up to Saturday's big game. The training session was sure to test the team's skills while players met with fans afterwards for photos. Marquee Ronnie Vargas says the support is the best motivator for the upcoming grand final.
This is something that is beautiful for us, for the city. And just right now, I think we need to do our best to try to win.
The Knights remain on the lookout for a New South Wales Cup and assistant coach to replace the outgoing Simon Woolford. He's set to replace former Knights coach Rick Stone, who was sacked from the Huddersfield Giants 6 weeks ago. Woolford faces a massive challenge ahead, with Huddersfield currently languishing at the bottom of the Super League ladder. And Waratah's Talia Goldsmith has been named player of the tournament in the New South Wales Country Championships after Hunter claimed the Sevens title over the weekend. That's sport. I'm Laren Kemp.
And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 15, 4, 14, 16, 29 and 30, and the supplementaries are 35 and 20. 2NURFM News Time 26 to 9.